In today's news, police investigating boat fire in bullet-riddled vehicle in West End. No set timeline for removing the visa requirement for Guyanese. The BVI is evaluating shrimp production. WYCLEF Jean to host the inaugural Caribbean Music Awards. USVI versus JPMORGAN Chase legal battle continues. And CDB partners with CBU to elevate regional journalism. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Thursday, August 17th, 2023. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Thursday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, despite the recent announcement that the visa requirement will soon be lifted for Guyanese nationals entering the territory, there is no established timeline for when the removal will become a reality. During a press conference on Wednesday, Deputy Premier and Minister for Financial Services, Labor and Trade, the Honorable Lorna Smith, was asked by local media to provide a likely timeline for when the visa requirement will be lifted. She replied by stating that the matter is one that will still need to go before the Cabinet of the Virgin Islands to be discussed and voted upon before becoming a reality.
A cabinet decision. But I don't expect that it would be too long. I don't want to preempt cabinet. But if we are, we're serious about negotiating and forming a partnership with CARICOM, why do we want to put an extra layer of bureaucracy? That's all it is. It doesn't mean that people are going to just, as I said, flood the gates and come in. But we want to be negotiating on an equal footing and partnering with them equally. And they're members of CARICOM. So that's my opinion.
284 Media subsequently asked a follow-up question as to whether a decision will be made prior to the end of 2023. Minister Smith doubled down for her response, stating that she expects the removal of the requirement to occur soon, but was unable to provide a definite timeline.
That it is actively being considered, and I believe it's going to be soon. I can't be more precise than that. And a kind of a tangential point to remember is that persons with U.S. visas, or we're no longer British because the British have lifted the visa requirement, but they can just, they don't need a visa. But I have every reason to believe it's going to be, as I said soon, and the discussion is live and ongoing.
Soon, but was unable to provide a definite timeline. The government of the Virgin Islands has begun discussions with various stakeholders, they say, regarding the possibility of producing shrimp in the territory. The Junior Minister for Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Carl Dawson, made the announcement during a press conference recently. He said the idea is part of the government's plan to discover innovative solutions that will improve the BVI's blue economy in a sustainable manner.
Right now in the territory, we do have Caribbean Sustainable Fisheries, which operate a lobster program, and they export lobsters. And I always say it with it because I myself, of course, was former president of the East Lively South Community College, and I said, when you hear about Caribbean sustainable fisheries and the lobster project, I said, it's just like me, it's born here. It was started right up at the college, the science, the grinding, the failures, the successes. They went through that whole growth phase to reach to where they are as far as the product is concerned. So I'm very proud of what they were able to do. So the shrimp project that I may not have mentioned, but mentioning now, is certainly something that we're going to look at and seems to hold some strong possibility. So it's so much science related, and that's one of the things that we also were looking at as far as we interacted and our young people, that agriculture is so much science related. So it really lines up with the initiatives of our education minister for STEM, science, technology, electronics, and engineering and mathematics. Agriculture is very much in that vein.
Getting into detail about the project, Dr. Dawson did reveal that once it gets the green light, it will likely be conducted at the private sector level with minimal government involvement.
I would say that if we go with that project, we do not see it as a government project, but trying to connect private sector individuals with private sector individuals and investors. The government will have a role, but it's very much in the infancy, very much in the discussion phase.
The police have confirmed reports of yet another boat being set ablaze in the West End area of Tortola once again. According to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, the incident occurred just after 2 a.m. on Wednesday, August 16th, in close proximity to a popular laundromat. Now, in addition to the destroyed speedboat, police also confirmed that a nearby vehicle was found riddled with gunshots. The police are asking anyone with information relating to this incident to contact the Police Criminal Investigation Department as investigations continue. Now, viewers, as you will be aware, this is the second time this year that boats have been destroyed by fire in the West End area. In April, 2 suspicious fires occurred just several hours apart in the same vicinity, which resulted in severe damage to several boats. More to come as the story develops. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
So tonight, I am an international musician and also a bandman. Let's go behind the scenes. This is how I live my life. Unlimited with CCT.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Hire BVI, whose mission is to be the leading human resources solutions company in the British Virgin Islands by providing superior products and services to their clients, is once again hosting their annual back-to-school Wet Fet event on Saturday, August 26th at the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park from 12 noon. Now, the staple event, which persons look forward to, is aimed at creating a fun experience for students of all ages across the Virgin Islands ahead of their return to school.
It really is a last lap event for our youngsters. Last lap, I'm stealing that, but that's what it is. We are gonna have games, slides, food and drink will be on sale. So everything that really gets them out of the house, having some fun right before they head back into the classrooms for another school year.
Indeed.
So we are just so excited. Last year's event was absolutely amazing. I know some persons would remember. We're gonna be essentially doing that and more this year. So definitely can look forward to some of the staple things that you'd have seen last year. I know we had that big blue slide.
Yes.
It was seen all around Road Town. It's huge. So we're going to be bringing that back, and we are going to have a water zone again, so you can play all your water related games and activities. We'll have slides and bounces and all of those things.
Corporate trainer at High BVI, Katie Ann Farquharson, also spoke about the registration process.
The registration process is really simple. You just come to us and we collect a few details and we give you the ticket that allows you to get the school supplies on the day of the event. If you would not register prior to the event, unfortunately, you would not be able to receive school supplies. So as you mentioned, our first registration drive was held on Saturday at the CCT flagship store. We had great turnout from a lot of people, and keep in mind that supplies are limited, so you do want to come out as early as possible to complete your registration. We only have a few more tickets left, so tentatively the final registration is gonna be this Saturday. It is from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We're still gonna be at the CCT flagship store, so come out early. We'll be there from 2, so you wanna come out at 2 o'clock to register to get your tickets for your school supplies. In addition to the school supplies, we do have some amazing sponsors on board, and they're gonna be helping us to give away some haircuts and some hairstyles as well.
Wonderful.
And of course, those are limited also, so definitely wanna come out as early as possible so that you'll be able to maximize on the benefits that are being offered for this back to school event.
All-inclusive passes are also available at a minimal cost, which provides participants with unlimited access to all amenities.
So for the different games and activities that will be on site the day of the event, of course, these come at a minimal cost. So what we have done is just consolidated this cost into just one fee. It's only $20, and you'll be able to play as many games, go on the slide as many times as you want, in and out of the pool as many times as you want, all day long. This cost is available once you purchase the bands beforehand. So it's $20 beforehand. It will be available on the day of the event, but it's gonna be a little bit more than $20 at that time.
The event continues to receive tremendous corporate support from across the Virgin Islands through sponsorship. Farquharson thanked the many persons in the community who have contributed thus far.
So listen, Hire BVI has the best corporate sponsors around, and nobody can tell me different.
Congratulations on that.
We, year after year, when we do these things, we get persons coming to us and saying, hey, how can I help? I see what you're doing. And really want to thank them again. CCT and 284 Media always sponsoring whatever it is that we're doing. So we're so grateful for that partnership. National Bank of the Virgin Islands is on board, of course. McKelly's Beauty Salon is on board with us. Tropical Shipping, Vision Sound System, The Bookshelf, and so many others are on board, and we really want to thank them. And if there's anyone else that is listening that wants to be a part of this, wants to collaborate with us, still have an opportunity to do so. We still have some time before the event, and your sponsorship means that we'll be able to give out more supplies.
For the full interview, visit all 284 Media platforms. The Caribbean Development Bank, headquartered in Barbados, has embarked on a partnership with the Caribbean Broadcasting Union to enhance the work of broadcasters and journalists throughout the region. Dr. Henius Jean Leon, president of CDB, announced this one-year agreement during the 54th annual CBU General Meeting. Now, viewers, this collaboration seeks to elevate the skills and expertise of reporters, editors, and content creators by harnessing digital platforms to effectively present, develop, and financial data in engaging formats. Dr. Leon underscored CDB's confidence in the regional media and its commitment to bolstering the role of development and communications. He also emphasized that over the past 8 months, the Basic Need Trust Fund, a financial arm of the bank, has been strategically enhancing its visibility in the Caribbean. As part of this strategy, BNTF is engaging with CBU to sponsor a category of its annual media awards, focusing on BNTF's key strategic areas: poverty alleviation, education, health, gender, and climate change. Now, these awards will span various media platforms, including print, television, radio, and digital, and will be open to CBU's members across more than 20 countries, potentially reaching an estimated audience of 4.8 million individuals. The sponsorship announcement is scheduled for 2023 Media Awards ceremony, culminating at the 2024 event. Dr. Leon anticipates that this initiative will significantly amplify media coverage and awareness of BNTF across the 9 participating countries. Leon highlighted the growing emphasis on video production as a vital component of BNTF's visibility campaign. While these videos are being disseminated on platforms such as YouTube, social media, and traditional media, BNTF will also provide them to CBU, enabling wider access for CBU's membership to broadcast the content. This strategic move aims to extend the reach and visibility of BNTF, promoting a broader awareness of social justice and developmental agendas. In addition to this project, CDB is actively developing knowledge-based products for CBU's shared portal. These products will be available to CBU members at no cost, fostering informed conversations on development and the future of the region. Leon highlighted the potential for capacity building within the media sphere, envisioning opportunities to enhance journalists' understanding of developmental issues and to refine their reporting and analytic skills. Viewers, up next we have some more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must stop cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
So tonight, I am an international musician and also a bandman. Let's go behind the scenes. This is how I live my life. Unlimited with CCT.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Haitian musician, the renowned Wyclef Jean, is gearing up to host the inaugural Caribbean Music Awards. This celebration of Caribbean music is scheduled to take place on August 31st at the iconic King's Theater in Brooklyn, New York. Jean's enthusiasm for this event was palpable during a recent interview on NBC's Today Show. Reflecting on the Versus episode that showcased Caribbean artists Bounty Killer and Beanie Man in May of 2020, Jean pointed to the immense success of the show as an indicator of the significant potential the Caribbean Music Awards holds. He emphasized how this episode rekindled the love for Caribbean culture, uniting people through their shared passion for fashion as well as music. He said, and I quote, "For me, what's exciting is Caribbean culture is shared, whether it's in fashion or music." He underscored and enthused the underlying of the event's aim, which is to unite and celebrate the vibrant tapestry of Caribbean musical artistry. No stranger, of course, to hosting award shows, Jean's hosting powers was previously on display during the 2000 MTV Europe Music Awards held in Stockholm. Making his grand entrance on the Elephant, Jean expressed a similar desire for a spectacular and memorable introduction at the Caribbean Music Awards. Wyclef Jean boasts an illustrious musical career. His contributions were pivotal to the monumental success of the Fugees' 1996 album The Score, which garnered 2 Grammy Awards. And additionally, his role as a co-producer for Santana's Supernatural secured the esteemed Album of the Year in 1999. Jean's impact extends beyond music, with a Golden Globe nomination in 2005 for co-writing the song Million Voices for the film Hotel Rwanda. Now, the Caribbean Music Awards promises an impressive lineup spanning 26 categories across a myriad of genres, including reggae, dancehall, soca, zouk, and compa. The event will also pay homage to the exceptional contributions of Trinidadian soca singer, record producer, and songwriter Marshall Montano. Montano himself, an influential figure in the music world, will be bestowed with a Lifetime Achievement Award. The Church of God of Prophecy, Long Look, and youth organizations of the 7th and 8th districts here in the Virgin Islands will stage the Stop the Violence March on Sunday, 20th August 2023 at 3:30 p.m. The march is aimed at advocating against gun violence in respective communities and the territory overall. It is expected that the main participants will, of course, be the youth of the community, supported by its elders. The theme of the event is Put the Gun Down. Save the Generation. Jelani Gordon and Clarice Thomas join me to discuss this event.
I think it's important to host this march because too many people are losing their lives due to conflicts and unsolved solutions.
Okay, now it's no secret that a lot of the loss of lives, most of them, have occurred in the 7th and 8th districts across the territory in general. And the location for this event is strategically chosen. It is by the Sticket in Long Look, where we have lost lives. Ms. Thomas, tell us about the selection of this location and what the day's activities will look like.
The selection is important because we lost too many lives around that same area. And the day activity, we want to, portray that we are serious, that it needs to stop. That violence around that area needs to stop. Yes, it is putting a scar in our land. We grew up in that area, happy children. I was a happy little girl in Long Look. Yes, we heard about Long Look not being so good, but it has gotten worse now with the violence. The violence has gotten worse. In those days, our guys used to fight, but these guys are killing each other. And they're making it look like it's a norm, but it's not a norm in that place. And we don't want our children to be growing up in that kind of environment. So it needs to stop.
Organizers said that the event is birthed out of the growing concerns of the very negative impact of gun violence, especially on our children and youth in the Virgin Islands. This impact is often initially unnoticed, but later manifests itself in, of course, continued violence seen over the years.
We're going to start at the march up at the eastern part, and we're going to come down. We're going to go all inside where, one of the second to last murder took place, in by the bar, and ask them to please stop killing each other. Even though you have a lifestyle or something, the murdering is what causes the problem, what is disturbing the children in the community. And that's why we decided to really put on this march, so we can ask those young men to stop killing one another.
Understood. Now, when we make our way back to the Sticket, tell me about the presentations. Will there be speakers?
At the Sticket, we are going to have the children chanting. We're going to have posters asking them to stop the violence, put down the gun, stop the violence. We're going to have dancing. We're going to have singing. Heal the world. We need the area to be healed. We're going to do a declaration on the land, because I think the land needs to be healed.
Understood.
So we're going to have a declaration done. We're going to talk about, why is this, it shouldn't be disturbing us like this. It's too much. Too many parents are crying. So we're going to ask them, please, to stop it.
All are especially invited, particularly the youth, and they're invited to participate. But now, Delani, I have to ask you, what grade are you in?
Well, I'm going to 9th.
You're going to 9th grade?
No, I'm going to 8th.
You're going to 8th grade. Cool. When you look at your community of Eastern Long Look, both, we can put them together because they're family, the 7th and 8th districts. What would you like persons to know about the violence that is plaguing or attacking your communities? What would you like to say to them?
Well, too many lives are being taken, and it's either somebody's dad or somebody's child. And when it's someone's dad, the child is probably young and they cannot grow up to know their dad. And when it's their child, it hurts very much. Cause you do not want your child's life to be taken due to just a little conflict.
Okay, and I'd like to continue there. Can you speak to the general public, the persons from all across the Virgin Islands, and encourage them to come out and support this march?
The public, we need to come out, and we need to enforce that everyone comes out so that we can stop the violence in the Virgin Islands, because too many lives are being taken.
Mr. Gordon took time to share his very personal experience of one of his relatives who has been severely impacted by gun violence.
I'd also like to add, my sister's father, life was taken due to gun violence. And she does not, and now she has to grow up without knowing him. And I do not feel that is fair, that someone thought that they would rather take his life than having him and sparing him and having his child know him. And that is the fact with most people nowadays. They do not care what is going on, and they just feel since someone has done something to them, they must take revenge.
Of course, once again, all are encouraged to come out and support the event. For more information leading up to the event, please don't hesitate to contact Ms. Clarice Thomas at 344-6887 or Stephanie Russ Penn at 496-7155. For the full interview, you can visit all 284 media platforms. In a continued development of the ongoing legal dispute between the U.S. Virgin Islands and financial giant JPMorgan Chase, both parties have recently exchanged extensive filings objecting to their opponent's request for partial summary judgment. Now, viewers, this exchange marks a new phase in the closely watched case that has captured attention due to its intricate legal arguments and high stakes. JPMorgan Chase, in response to the USVI's opposition to a summary judgment in favor of the bank, has lodged counter-arguments challenging the territory's claims for victim damages and punitive damages. The bank's attorneys assert that the USVI has not provided compelling grounds for such claims and question the territory's authority to enforce federal criminal law. Now, JPMorgan contends that the USVI has not been able to demonstrate intentional obstruction and cites the lack of public disclosure regarding the federal investigation into the activities of Jeffrey Epstein. In response, JPMorgan asserts, and I quote, "After intense discovery and ample briefings, the USVI's inability to articulate any viable damages theory or to identify the facts that could constitute intentional obstruction is now plain. Summary judgment should enter." On the opposing side, the USVI's legal team maintains that the territory is entitled to summary judgment, specifically focusing on claims related to the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. They emphasize Epstein's significant involvement in sex trafficking activities within the USVI and assert their intention to present testimony from an alleged victim during the trial. Now, the USVI argues that JPMorgan's focus on, and I quote, reputational risk rather than continued illegal activity post-2008 reflects the bank's disregard for the potential harm Epstein posed to vulnerable individuals. In addition to these legal arguments, recently disclosed exhibits previously filed under seal have been made available to the public, albeit with the certain restrictions. These exhibits further aim to strengthen each party's respective claims, with the USVI alleging that JPMorgan ignored Epstein's financial support of his sex trafficking operation, and the bank asserting that the USVI was influenced by Epstein's monetary contributions. Of course, we'll continue to keep monitoring this matter closely. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I will see you again tomorrow. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Thursday to all. Goodbye.